if you have been secretly wondering, how do I use ChatGPT? Everyone's running around shouting, AI, it's here, it's changing everything. And that is true. But if you are still in a place where you're wondering what the hell it is all about and where do you even start, you are in the right place. And you're not alone, because here's what no one's telling you. You don't need to be techie, and you certainly don't need to get it all in one go. You are not going to start in AI today and suddenly producing movies worthy of Hollywood or creating a business that's going to make you $1 million by Friday. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's not how we get started. Now, I'm recommending that all you need to get started is ChatGPT, a prompt, and that's it. And what is a prompt? It's very simple. It is one clear instruction that you type into ChatGPT, and suddenly you start getting answers to just about anything that you need. Ideas, inspiration, content, clarity, how to get organized, you name it, it can do it. So in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to construct a really precise prompt, and I'm even going to screen share it so you can see the whole process step by step so that you can start using AI today. Hey gorgeous, thank you for joining me. If you are new to me, my name is Sara Burton. I am a start over coach. I am a business mentor, and I am here to champion wise women online. And I'm going to take a wild guess that if you have found me, then you are not here to play small. You are here to rise wise, unapologetically. And we're going to be turning wisdom into wealth so that you can create a life full of fun, fulfillment, freedom, and financial abundance. So let's get started. Now, if you told me even a year ago that I would be obsessed with AI, I would have laughed in your face. I was fearful of it. I'd heard about it. I even rejected it a couple of times saying, I'm not sure it's for me. Oh, it sounds very bad and scary. All of those things, right? But now I am using AI every single day. I use it to run my business. I create digital products using it. I am building AI agents to make my life so much easier. I edit videos and podcasts using AI. And of course, all the other things that we're all using AI for. And right now I'm working on an exciting project where I am learning how to recreate myself digitally, which feels insane, but it's also really exciting. And I can't wait to bring you more on how to do that as well. But today I want to focus on ChatGPT and just getting you started with it. Why that one? Well, because it was the first one that I used, and it's the one that I continue to use every single day. It is so versatile, and it is a great learning ground to really ease you in and then accelerate you into AI and all the opportunities that it can bring you. So I get it. AI and getting into it can feel like a lot. And there is so much probably being pushed at you right now about use it for this and use it for that. Okay, so I do get it. Now, the next thing to say is what I'm going to show you today, you can do on the free version. I've actually got the plus version. I think it's $20 a month for it. It's a bargain. But what I'm going to show you, you can do on the free version, and then you can decide for yourself. So before we go over to me sharing the screen and actually showing you step by step, I just want to explain to you what a prompt is. So a prompt is just what you are going to be typing into ChatGPT. The clearer you are with it, the more precise you are, the better the response, because it knows exactly what it is that you are trying to achieve. So here's my go-to formula for writing one. It is super simple. It is role plus situation plus desired outcome. And that is it. You tell it who you want it to be, describe your situation, and say what you want out of it. So I'm going to walk you through this so you can see it in action, see how simple it is, and you too can start to think in prompts so that you can really crack open some amazing ideas and explore lots of different opportunities. Okay, so let's go to the screen. Hey, so here we are in my ChatGPT. And as you can see, this screen says, how can I help you, Sara? That is because I have trained my particular ChatGPT. And as you can see on this left-hand side here, there are oodles of projects and different chats that dive into all sorts of different things. And for the purposes of today, you won't have all this stuff here. You will have a nice clean sheet, and all you need to do is click on to new chat, and away we go. So this is where you're going to put your prompt. So let's say that you are retired. You've had a successful career, you've brought up your children, you've got adult children now and they've flown the nest. You love gardening. That is your passion. And for the past 30 years, you have had an allotment. You've grown all sorts of plants and flowers and vegetables. And you've become curious. Is this something now that you can make a passion project that maybe you can earn some income from, even create a whole business? By the power of editing, I've quickly put all this in. I'm just going to read it to you. You are an expert online business and start over coach who specializes in helping people turn hobbies into online income. I am a retired woman with over 30 years of gardening and allotment experience. My children have left home and I'd love a project that lets me use my gardening knowledge, learn new skills, and potentially earn some income online. Give me 10 specific ideas I could explore from writing to creating digital products that would suit me. So here you can see is you've told it the expert that you want it to be. You've told it your situation here, and you've asked for the desired outcome. You want 10 specific ideas. So that is the prompt. So we put it into ChatGPT and let's see what comes up. Okay, so look at this. Now, it's speaking in my language because this is my ChatGPT. So if it sounds remarkably like me, that will be why. But it's giving you loads here. So it's suggesting things like you could start a gardening blog and use affiliate income. So what that means is you could share allotment tips. You could just really have some fun writing about the things that you love with regards to it. And then if you want to monetize it, you can add in affiliate links. And these are really easy to set up. You just approach suppliers, set up links, and away you go. And this is actually a really good way to start with just adding in some income. You can even set up your own Amazon page. It's so easy to do. You just need to know where to start. Okay, so that's one idea. It's also saying that you could write a gardening guide and ebook series. How much fun would that be? So short niche ebooks like grow your own salad in 30 days, year-round allotment planner, gardening for busy people. And one of my favorites, it's suggesting that you can sell via Amazon Kindle or your own website. So you could do this and not even have a website. You could put all your knowledge into a series of ebooks. And here's a heads up, right? ChatGPT will actually help you do this. Number 3, a YouTube channel or TikTok for midlife gardeners. This could be really fun. You can share short, practical videos, 3 mistakes people make with tomatoes. Let your imagination run wild. And the thing is with YouTube channels is that you can just start. You just need your phone. That's all you need. It won't cost you anything. You can record yourself on your phone and you can upload it from there and start the channel. But it is a really great way of exploring your market, finding the things that you love to talk about and show and demonstrate and so on. And of course, as it says here, you can monetize through ads, sponsorships, and affiliate links. So I have affiliate links in the show notes if you want to go and have a look at those. The one that I've got is for Kajabi, because I help people set up online businesses and I know how to use it. I've been using it for years and it's a product that I know, love, trust, and I'm happy to recommend. So you would be doing the same thing with all your gardening products. Anybody can do this. And because AI has deepened how it searches for information, you don't have to have 1 million subscribers to now be found. There are people that have created YouTube channels. They've had one video that's gone viral and boom, all of a sudden they've got over 1,000 subscribers, which means they can monetize the channel, which simply means that YouTube can place ads on your channel and you get paid for that. You need 4,000 hours and over 1,000 subscribers to qualify to become a partner, but it's totally doable. Then a fourth suggestion, online gardening workshops and courses. Absolutely brilliant. You can either run them live sessions or do pre-recorded lessons. You could download an online course if you need anybody to help you with that. Guess who can show you how to do that? You can package them up. Oh, I'm so tempted just to ring this one and say, definitely Kajabi. Yeah, printable planners and journals. You can do this. You can just create digital downloads and you don't even need to have your own website. But you can use platforms like Etsy where you upload it. Obviously, they take a fee, but you can start to be producing things that you love. And you know, whether you want some extra money for some more gardening budget or whether you want to create a whole business, it is up to you. But these are great starting points. Gardening podcast. Well, as you can imagine, I'm a big fan of podcasts. I think this is a great idea. But yes, of course, you could create a whole community around gardening. But yes, you could start a membership community. You could become a freelance gardening writer. Love it. What are your favorite magazines you could submit? You could submit paid for articles. And as an ex-magazine publisher, I do know for a fact that this happens. And there are always editors and feature writers who are looking for brand new writers and excellent content. So that's another one you could do. So next, what it says is here, coaching tip for you. Pick one anchor project, all of these, and layer on income streams gradually. Exactly. Start with something that you feel good about. So all you need to do is go through this list, and if anything sparks your interest, do the same thing again and put your next prompt in. So let's just dive a bit deeper. So let's take this one. Okay, so we just highlight it. And then it will come up with a little prompt here, ask ChatGPT. So now that you've given it some information, what you could do is you can either give it a prompt in the same way, or you can just start talking to it now because you've dived into a subject area, you've got started. So you could say, you can just dive on in with your next prompt. So for example, sometimes people just put in whatever they want and go, I like idea number 2. What more information do you need to ask me in order to help me structure my first ebook? And there we go. All right. So now what it's doing is it's asking you the questions. So who are you writing this for? What is the topic process? What is your particular gardening style? What format and length would you want the book to be? And it's even giving you, do you want to include photos? You know, it's starting to help you build the idea for this. And your goals, do you want to make this a one-off product for passive income and so on? So it's asking you all of those questions. And then it says, once I have the answers, and it's telling you what it can do for you next. Okay, so it's saying we can suggest a clear structure, create a working title and a subtitle, which is important for Amazon SEO. So already it's beginning to think ahead of what it is that you might want to do. Okay, so I love this. Would you like me to give you a few ready-made book topic outlines you could choose from based on your answers, or would you prefer to start telling me more about your ideal reader? So it's even helping you step by step go through the process yourself. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so with the power of editing, you are a travel mentor who helps women create exciting solo travel adventures. I am recently divorced, have a settlement, and want to rent out my mortgage-free house so that I can travel the world solo. I've never traveled alone before and want to know what my options are. Suggest practical and inspiring ways I could start planning, traveling safely, and maybe even sharing my journey online as a project that could also make me some income. Boom! I love this one. Okay, so it's sounding like me because I've trained it, and these are the kind of things that I say, so it knows that I respond well to that, and yours will too. But look at this, absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Step 1, lay the foundations before you throw your backpack on. Right, so it's thinking about financial safety net. It's telling you already, even with your settlement and house rental, keep an emergency buffer so that you don't touch your money. Okay, so peace of mind, freedom to explore, insurance, it's telling you about that, documents, what passports you're going to need, and a base plan. You don't need a rigid itinerary, but anchor yourself with the first destination and somewhere to stay for the first week. That helps you ease into solo travel without overwhelm. What a great starting point. Choose your style of travel. Okay, so it's telling you to think about things. Do you want to go luxury? Do you want to go backpacking? How do you want to be? How long are you going to be? All these things you have to think about, right? Then there's a little bit about solo travel safety straight in there already, because you've told it you're traveling alone. So it's picked up on that information. Build confidence gradually, sharing your journey online, optional but powerful. So it's giving you some ideas here. And oh my gosh, just go onto YouTube. You will find loads of these. There are blogs that do this, podcasts, and all of those things all over again. And it's just throwing them up here as well. Instagram, TikTok, so you could be doing short reels. And income streams, here we go. You could be looking at sponsored stays, affiliate links, kit that you might need, or coaching and mentorship for women who want to do the same. Let's say that you do this and you absolutely love it, and you come home and there are lots of women who are like, oh, I couldn't do that, I wouldn't know where to start. You will have so much wisdom and experience and knowledge, and wouldn't it just be fun to then be able to package that up and pass it on to someone else? You might be saying to yourself, I don't want to do that. Of course, that's absolutely fine. But if you are thinking about what things can you do that are different so that you can be doing the things you love and be making income as you're doing it, what a beautiful way to do it. And then, I love this, write your first solo adventure vision in your journal. Start with, I imagine myself landing in, where's it going to be? So it's giving you some prompts to start to think about it. And oh gosh, as I said, look, it says, hey, so gorgeous. Would you like me to sketch out a few simple first year itineraries so that you can see what it would actually look like? Okay, so that is a response again, because I've trained mine and you can train yours, right? It's super, super simple, but it will come back with something. It always comes back with a suggestion of what you might want to do next, or you can just ignore that and say, okay, I want to take step 3. And you can say, very concerned about this. Where can I find more information about others who have done this already? Great question, right? What's it going to come up with now? Brilliant. So now it's telling you about communities and forums so that you can go a little bit further. It's also suggesting to you blogs and websites by women who travel. So I love this. This is exactly what we're talking about how AI is brilliant. It's not coming up with masses of information purely from big companies. It's selecting information that it thinks is going to match you best. And these are just some of the things that you can go and explore. And then it says, my suggestion, join one of those Facebook groups this week and simply post, hi, I'm newly divorced, about to start solo traveling, and I would love to hear your first trip stories. Where did you start and what made you feel safe? This is such a lovely, lovely suggestion, right? Because even if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. If I go into a group, what am I going to say? It's even giving you just little pointers of things to get you started. All right, let's do one more. So this one is coming from a different angle, okay? So I want you to imagine that you are an HR director and that you have just taken voluntary redundancy, or you have been made redundant, and you are deciding that actually you don't want to go and work for someone else doing the same job again. You would like to use this as an opportunity to explore what else could you be doing with all those years of experience. You've had a successful career, but actually is now the time to start something for yourself. Okay, so here we go again. We're thinking role, we're thinking situation, and desired outcome. So let's go with this one. You are a career and business strategist who helps senior professionals go freelance. So that is the role. This next bit here is the situation. I have decades of experience as an HR director and many industry contacts, but I've just been made redundant. I don't want another job. I want to go self-employed as a consultant, taking on projects and using my expertise. So that is the situation. And finally, the desired outcome. Give me a step-by-step guide to how I could set myself up as a freelance consultant, including how to find clients, price my services, and use my existing network. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, it's really thinking about this one. So you can see it's taking you through its thinking process, right? I find this stuff fascinating. So I'm just going to say this while it's doing all of this. This is just like having an assistant, right? A knowledgeable expert in anything you could possibly want. So while it's doing all of this, you can go off and make yourself a cup of coffee or go and sit in your garden for a few minutes, whatever you want to do, right? So there we go. It took 1 minute and 23 seconds, but look what it's come up with. Okay, so it's saying you've got deep HR firepower, real world scars, and a contact book worth its weight in gold. It's really bigging you up here, right? Here's your step-by-step playbook with scripts, pricing maths, and a 90-day plan. How awesome is that? So it's telling you every step to do. So clearly, nail your positioning in one sentence, right? And it's giving you the formula. I help who get valuable outcome without pain in timeframe constraints. That is something people have been using for a very long time. It's even giving you examples here. It's now saying to you, choose your business basics. And this is UK friendly because obviously we're in the UK. So it's telling you about the things that you've got to think about being IR35 and having awareness of that. It's giving you gold here. Productize your expertise into 3 to 5 clear offers. So some ideas there. How to price with confidence and a calculator that works. I mean, goodness me. Yeah. Pick your income, how much you want to earn, what's your day rate. Yeah. All of these things. Build the minimum sales kit, no faff. A one-page PDF. So it's even showing you, okay, how to position yourself, the things that you need to think about. Activate your existing network. I love that. The gold mine. All right. So it's even giving you email layouts that you can copy and paste and try out, how to run a tight discovery call, so how to convert. So it's telling you how to get the business, how to convert it. Now, you might not like every single thing that it's saying here, but it is giving you great starting points. Okay. And this is one of the things that I love about all of this, is because all of that information is out there on the internet. There are courses, there are all sorts of things you can do. And people are panicking that there's no room, because you can get reports like this out of ChatGPT and tell you everything you need to know. But as we all know, that doesn't stop the fact that you might need coaching on this. It doesn't stop the fact that, are you going to be accountable? It doesn't stop the fact that you're going to have to implement all of this stuff as well. All right. So these are the things to think about. Look at this, a 90-day launch plan. Okay. All laid out there. Outreach scripts that you can use. I mean, look at it. It's incredible, right? Common traps and how to avoid them. Yeah. All laid out here for you. And it's even done self-coaching checkpoint. And here's the thing, right? I'm going to come back to off screen now. Here's the thing with all of this, right? It's going to give you whatever you ask for. And then you need to decide what those next steps are. I would also say that it doesn't get everything 100% right, but it really gives you some deep dive starting points so that you can get into it. So I wanted to show you that, to show you just how easy it is to get started. You've got to remember, this is AI. It is artificial intelligence. It's basically a computer system that learns patterns from data and then makes predictions and suggestions, or even creates the content for you. It's not magic, it's maths. And whilst there is so much that you can do, start with the basics. This is where we have a choice. We can either fear it, or we can lean in and say, tell me more. And as a wise woman, I highly recommend you do the leaning in. So I want you to remember this. This is not your first rodeo. We remember a time when we used to go out without phones. We remember a time before the internet. And we remember life before we Googled it or went straight over to YouTube to find out how to do something. This is just the next level. And oh my goodness, it is such a big jump. And it is moving faster than ever before. So the quicker you get started, the quicker you can find what it can do for you. So I've shown you a way that is free and where you can start to scratch the surface. You will get braver with the questions that you will ask, and you'll get more confident with it as you go along. So there you go. That is how you get started with ChatGPT and AI. Just one prompt and you can unlock ideas and opportunities and clarity about what is next. So remember that prompt: role plus situation plus desired income. And here's the thing, I am queen of give it a go and then you'll know, because the learning really is in the doing. So if you are curious and you haven't tried ChatGPT and you use this video, please let me know how you get on. Just go on over to chatgpt.com, sign up for a free account and give it a go. And if you find that this has sparked your imagination, or it's given you some really good ideas of how you might like to become a wise woman online, then get in touch. Because if you want to go further with this and you want to do it with a community of wise women, then I want you to check out some details that I've got coming up in the next few weeks over the Wise Woman Online membership. The link to get on the wait list is in the comments, or if you're listening, on the show notes. And it is perfect for you if you are ready to say, I'm not here to play small. I am here to rise wise unapologetically, then this is for you. And finally, if you got value from today, please give this video a like and subscribe. And if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you go and check out the video as well so you can see it in action. But I hope I managed to explain enough as I was going through so that even if you are listening to it on audio, you've got value out of today. And remember, it's never too late to make a change. It's never too early to start over and rise. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. You take care.